Electronica India and Productronica India, leading trade fairs for electronic components and electronic production, were held in September at the Bangalore International Exhibition Centre in Bengaluru. Organised at the very heart of the Indian electronics industry, this event witnessed an overwhelming response from the component manufacturing industry. Electronica and Productronica India witnessed a 21% growth from last year with 869 exhibitors this year and over 12,000 visitors. Spanning over 13,000 square meters and 2 halls, this event was inaugurated by Lok Sabha member and former Civil Aviation Minister Anant Kumar.
This exposition has brought the entire hardware industry of the world from 25 countries to Bangalore, which is a software capital, which has to be hardware capital also. It's a great spin-over for Indian economy. Investment, production, export, employment, everything. And it's two parallel lines. With software, your hardware potential also should grow. You have to be independent, self-reliant vis-a-vis hardware production. Already there is a league, India, Ireland and Israel, in the newly emerging software countries, but India cannot afford to lag behind United States, China and Germany and Singapore in hardware production. We have to be in the front league.
Former Civil Aviation Minister Anant Kumar emphasized on the importance of these events and the support they lend to the hardware manufacturing industry and to the country.
We need two things, infrastructure and incentives. Infrastructure in the way of hardware parks. We have only one hardware park in Bangalore. We require more. And secondly, tax incentives. Whatever you are giving to software industry, create a level playing field and give it to hardware industry also. The next step of such events is signing MOUs and bringing in investments and making the entire initiative a permanent one. Now it is an expo. The expo has to be converted into the reality.
Speaking about the event, Deputy CEO Mr. Norbert Bergman highlighted the fact that events like these play an important role in bringing manufacturers and consumers on the same platform.
The influence is very, very high because you get know-how from other companies, you get know-how from abroad, from other countries, and you should know it's a marketplace where the people can meet and say, I have this experience, you have this experience. So it's an exchange of experiences, and you do have the internet, and the people have Twitter, and the people have the social media and so on. But it is absolutely important to see each other in the eyes and say, okay, I have this idea or I have this experience. And so for me, it's absolutely necessary that we do have exhibitions and conferences just at the same time.
Project manager Bhupinder Singh spoke about the resurgence of the manufacturing industry in the wake of the recession and highlighted the new innovations featured in this year's show. He also provided an insight on why symposiums were featured alongside the trade fair.
Last year, the overall industry was hit by a recession, but still we had a high number of visitors. This year, we have received phenomenal response from the industry. The show has seen a 35% increase in exhibitor numbers and in terms of exhibition space as well. We are expecting a high number of focused audience to the venue. This year we have market leaders with us once again. We have electronics, EMST, Maxim SMT, Sony, SLN, Berger Systems, Bergen Associates, Assembleon, Procem. For the first time, American Tech has come on board along with ASYS and also Agilent, National Instruments. If I go towards electronica side, then we have Infineon back, we have NXP, we have Apcos, we have Simmel, which is again exhibiting for the first time. So the product profile is diversified and more new players are joining us. This year the focus, we have introduced a laser pavilion inside productronica segment. We have introduced a LED pavilion in the electronica segment. There are a couple of new technologies which will be displayed in the electronica hall by Infineon, by NXP. And in productronica hall also we have American Tech talking about new technologies, Sony talking about new technologies. See, the idea of having symposiums is to get the best of the industry to speak. And they ensure a high number of highly specialized footfalls to the conferences, which is why we have one conference on electronic manufacturing services, which has seen a robust growth in the past and is again driving the industry because of the huge domestic demand from the market. So we have a conference on electronic manufacturing services. The speakers are among the best from the industry. Second day we have automotive electronics, which is again sponsored by Infineon, and again we have speakers from NXP and all the top-notch companies.
Electronica India and Productronica India, leading trade fairs for electronic components and electronic production, had representation from over 25 countries. The exhibit featured high-level participation from NMtronics, EMST, Asus, Juki, Epcos, Infineon, Tyco, Leaptech, Sony, Transtech, RS Components, and NXP amongst others. This year also featured special conferences that showcased strategies in contract manufacturing and emphasized the importance of working with the defense industry. Speaking about the importance of these symposiums was Anil Kumar from the Indian Printed Circuit Association.
See, EMS is all about electronic manufacturing services. So for any electronics industry, either you can have an OEM who does everything himself, or you give it outside and they do the subcontract job. So this kind of practice has been very popular in East, for example in China, Taiwan or Japan, where one manufacturing house does all the manufacturing for a third party. For example, Apple gives a complete box build to a company in China. So that kind of practice has, it's increasing in India also. So electronic manufacturing is, it's a contract manufacturing. The only difference is sometimes contract manufacturing is just a labor, whereas the complete electronic manufacturing service is a box build.
Jens Foreman of Foreman Consulting provided an optimistic outlook for Indian contract manufacturers.
I can say the Indian electronics market is at the moment in a really robust condition. While world markets had a strong recession in 2009, the Indian electronics market could face a growth of 12% last year. The domestic demand could compensate the decreasing demand from outside. And so we have a really good forecast from the Indian market. Also, I see India as a location for outsourcing in a very good position.
Exploring electronics manufacturing and its connection with the defense was Hardeep Peer of Fear and Technology Group Corporation.
My topic was related to aerospace and defense industry in India, which is a growing sector. And these are the new technology which was coming in. It's common in the rest of the North America or even the world, but that industry has to pick up over here. So my topic was purely dealing into reliability of the products for defense and aerospace industry. Majority of the electronics products which are going to be used for defense and electronics or aerospace electronics can be adapted to that.
The second high-level conference at Electronica India and Productronica India was kicked off by Freescale India's Vice President Ganesh Guruswamy. This conference also featured talks from leading international engineering firms Tyco and NXP. Dr. Thomas Tang showcased innovation that Tyco had been working on in the automobile sector.
I was talking about our sensor solutions.